Generic greetings and welcome back to Subnautica once again, and for whatever reason the radio is making a noise. Let's have a click on that and see what it's about. So, pre-record distress call, alright.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Okay, so that's LifePod 3, so that's another signal. Hang on, because at the end of last episode, well, the start of last episode, we crash landed. Not ideal, but we did improve our situation by making a sea glide, which allows us to swim around faster. We made a high-capacity O2 tank, some fins, as well as the scanner, survival knife, and repair tool. And then we got, at the end of it, a call from LifePod 17, which is 100 meters depth, or 463 meters away. We've also got that one over there, which is in the shallows, which is crew reported their sea glide is damaged 700 meters away. So actually that one is closer but deeper, and that one is further away but right in the shallows. So we should be able to visit both of those in this episode, and let's crack on and do that. So, for our provisions, well, first things first, we need to take this medical kit, and we will use that straight away, the first aid kit. As you can see, we've got now 100% health. This is good. We also have no need for food and water because we've turned that off, because quite frankly not overly keen on having that setting on. Anyway, so we'll have a quick look around and see where we want to go. Probably over there. So we'll get onto the sea glide. I'm going to turn that hologram off because quite frankly I'm not a big fan of it, and we're just going to have a quick sort of fly about. So obviously over here we've got our life pod. This is this is probably going to be a bit naughty. This is an area where you get all of the vines and such, and it's very, very good for getting some metal resources, and there's also some very, very big fish over the left-hand side. In fact, that noise you hear there, that noise, that means we should be able... Ah, yes, we'll probably get these Leviathan-type things. These are, like, fairly... I think, well, the non-hostile, these are... They're like... I don't know, I always like them as whales, but they're not. They're called a reefback. This is a baby one by the look of it, and we'll have a bit of a scan there. And they are totally passive. They just sort of swim about the place and make that sort of noise. There you go. We'll go over to this one, and we can see a larger one. And you can see there's a larger one here, and it's also, because it's older, it's got some plants on top of it as well, which is fairly cool. So we're just gonna have a look around and see if there's any plants to scan there. So there we go. There's some furled papyrus things, and we'll scan that. Most of this is not useful to us, like we're not going to be able to use any resources that's on it or anything like that. The place we're trying to get to is down there, which is LifePod 17. So what I'm going to do, there's also a big wreck over there, so we'll have a look at that in but a moment. So what we're going to do, get some more oxygen, and then we'll head straight down towards the pod. Now, because we're close to the seabed, you can see there's actually some sharks, some sand shark things swimming about the place, and that's a bit naughty, so we're going to have to be very, very careful here. So we'll have a look around, and we can see inside the pod it is completely empty, but there is a PDA which we'll grab, and the sharks... Oh, there's something coming towards us there. What is that? Yep, that's the shark. Go away. We've also got something here as well, which is a Seamoth Fragment. Seamoth being the first submarine you can make, and we've just got the Seamoth basics. Let's just pick up that there, which is gold. That was a sandstone chunk. We've also got some other fish that we haven't seen before as well, so we'll have a quick scan of those there. Now, obviously, because we're running it on the, well, not survival mode, we're running it on the building mode. That shark's coming towards me. Go away. Look, if you want to get stabbed with a knife, it's going to happen. Yeah. Thought better of it after that, didn't he? Okay, so, see if we can scan this thing here. This is a... Is it a blue? It's a biter, and I'll give you 2 guesses to what that does. Anyway, we've managed to scan that, and now we're just going to head straight up, because I was going to say we're in oxygen mode. Not. We've got just over a minute and a half, I guess. Oh, sorry, just over a minute of oxygen left, and ooh, there's a very, very nice... Very, very nice moon. Actually, it might be the main planet. I think I mentioned that last episode. Anyway, we're going to go over to the databank and have a quick look at the... Where is it? Data downloads of our survivors, the LifePod 17 crew log, and play.
Log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared, and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. don't know why no one's coming for me.
Passing 100 meters.
He sounds
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
in quite a state of shock there. Well, I guess you would if you have just crashed down. So, what I'm doing, going around.
Unknown environmental biome.
I'm just going around and scanning away there. This is different fragments and such. And what happens if you scan fragments that you already own, you will get resources. So you'll get some titanium. But if the ones that you don't own, then you'll get the technology for them. Now, it doesn't mean that you can immediately build whatever you've just scanned. For example, I've just got bits of the Seamoth. That's not too bad. But if you get like a much bigger thing, like a habitat and such, there's multiple parts to it. So you have to research multiple parts for it. So I've just got a scanner bay there, so I haven't yet got the base, but you find that, and that's why you explore in the game. That's a core aspect of it, which is one of the things I really like. So head straight down the bottom. I can see there's another bit to scan over here, and what we'll do is just get the scanning device out, and looks like there's another Seamoth fragment. This should allow us to build a Seamoth now, I hope. Yes, we can now build a Seamoth, although question is, can we build the Seamoth? We might not have. We got the blueprint for it, but I don't know if we've got. Let me just pick up the metal salvage there. I don't know if we have. There's a bioreactor. I don't know if we have the ability to make it just yet. We'll find out in a moment. So another Seamoth fragment. Now, because we already have the Seamoth there, we can see it's just giving us resources, so that's okay. I'd rather scan the resources and get something out of it than miss it. One of the worst things is if you are like one part off and you can't find it. I spent.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result
That's not
in
good.
quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
It's mentioning quantum detonation on the drive core. That doesn't sound ideal. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. So far we've surveyed the wreck. Or at least that bit of the wreck. Oh, good grief, that is... Is that got more fire on it? Is it just because it's at night? I'm not sure. Anyway, we've had a survey around this wreck, but we have not yet gone inside it. Now, that could be a bit dangerous because you could always get lost. However, we're not going to shy away from it. Looks like we can get in... We can't get in there, but looks like there is a way in. So, we'll have a look around the front there. Nothing there. I don't know what section of ship this is, although it's currently classed as the broken section, I'm sure. We've got bits down here. That's all sparking and horribleness. Looks like in here we've got perhaps an entrance. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, every time we go under 100 meters, its oxygen deficiency is increased. We need a rebreather. Sadly, we don't have the technology to build that just yet. I don't know where the entrance is to this. There might not be an entrance yet. I might have to actually dig inside it, you see. It's around here. That's all broken. That's all broken. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, so go up the top, make sure we're full of oxygen first. Obviously, this high-capacity O2 tank, very, very decent. So that's why we built that. Building that first is, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it's very. You are hindered immensely by not having it. So I would recommend you build it straight away. So we're going to go straight in here, and immediately we've got something to scan there. So we've got. Why does it want to switch to it? There we go. We've got a command chair. I don't think that'll really do much, but yeah, I guess we've got a command chair, and we've also got a supply crate, which is going to give us disinfected water. Not that matters because we don't.
Water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Yes, that will do that, but I don't need it. We've got another door here, which is locked. We can't get in there. However, we can go up top, and yeah, it is sparking and all, going horrible. Now this is bad because I'm going down. There's a floodlight. I'm going down into the bowels of this thing. I've only got a minute and a half left of oxygen. And I don't own a flashlight, which is bad, but I can go around and pick up some of this stuff and look inside the crates. I'm just trying not to get turned around. Light's been scanned, that's been scanned. Everything's scanned around there. Not seeing anything else. Doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't... Oh, there we go. We've got a propulsion cannon fragment. That's useful. Only a fragment, though. And we need one more to get it. So we'll have another look around here. We'll probably set off back to the surface. Actually, probably about now. Let's not risk it. We can come back in just a second. Always best to explore, then come back if it needs be, because otherwise, well, yeah, you die, and that's suboptimal. You don't want to do that. Definitely not. Let's go up here, get some oxygen. There we go. And if we really wanted to, we could drink this water because, well, actually, no, we can't. Can we not drink it? That's a question. Can we not drink it? No, we just have the option to drop it, and I'm going to do that because, quite frankly, we don't need it. We've also got the Degassi survivors, which are another crew that were here. Is there any... No log to read. Or no voice log, rather. Okay, so let's head inside once more. Don't think... Oh, I was going to say I don't think there's anything else, but yes, there is. A desk and a chair. Not entirely convinced this is necessary at the moment. I'm not really too bothered about setting up an underwater IKEA or anything else. Other flat pack furniture stores are available. Do we... No, can't go that way. Okay, we'll go up and around. Let's have a quick look in there. Don't want to get too close to that thing that's all arcing and sparking and going to blow my head off if I touch the thing. So try and keep a bit of a distance from that. We've also got some leakages from fuel, which I'm sure the inhabitants are going to find just dandy, us polluting everywhere. But it's what we're best at, so let's just roll with it. Can't see anything else around here. Nothing in this corner. Can't navigate around there. No. Oh, I thought it was stuck there. That would be all kinds of bad. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else. So, I mean, I might have missed a bit. It is possible. It's more, well, it's not just possible, it's probable. But so far, that seems to be about it. Okay. There's also some internal doors that we might be able to cut through eventually, but I can't see any other way in, so we're just going to have a quick look around. Looks fairly solid, that centre, although that is a big block there. Sometimes you can see just from the outside whether or not you'll be able to access it. Just going to have another cursory glance at this one, and then we'll call it a day. 30 seconds of oxygen left. Nothing in there. Okay, I think we'll call that a good one. Job good. We'll go up now and leave that there. We can always come back if we need to. I haven't got any beacons made because I don't know if I've got the technology. I can't remember, but that was okay. So, we will go back to our pod. Obviously, we'll do it underwater as well, because when we do that, we get a bonus there for swimming faster. Although, what I might do is go towards these shallows here and see what we haven't scanned, because there's probably several things that we haven't yet scanned. Not that we care too much. Is that salt? That is some salt. We don't care for salt because we don't need to cure anything and keep it there. What was that there? That was a bioreactor fragment just stuck in there. Look at that. It's just in the corner there. We've also got some floaters there and something down here. Let's have a quick check at this Sunstone Deposit. We'll pick that up. And okay. Don't know what this is, but we'll have a quick scan about. I'm not going to be opening up the PDA to read all of these bits that I've scanned, unless it's going to be pertinent to building or anything like that. I mean, we could take samples. You can easily take samples just by giving it the old right click there. Although, to be fair, it does say I'm full, so I'm not going to do that. Where does this go? That goes into the mushroom fields, I believe. Yeah, that is not something we can really deal with at the moment. It's far too deep to realistically explore. We can explore a little bit of it, but at the moment, as soon as we pass 100 meters, we start to get very inefficient. So we'll not bother with that one. So we'll just head back. We know that it's there. We know, I was going to say the direction, but we don't know the direction because I have not yet made a compass. But anyway, we'll head back and we'll see what is about. Now, I also need to go for the other one, which is over there. That's in the shallows as well, so hopefully that'll be quite an easy task, because I'm going to go back, I'm going to see what else we haven't made, or see what else we've got to make. It does say a sea glide that we can make now. Sorry, we got the sea glide here, but we can make a Seamoth, which is like a mini submarine. The question is, can I make it? Because I don't know whether I've got the vehicle bay, and that'll be more of a problem. Obviously, there's all sorts of caves to explore around here as well, which is something we haven't done. I'm also just double checking to make sure there's nothing around here that I've missed. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we'll go back over here. So, go inside. Don't think we've had any radio messages since we left, but we'll just double check. No, that's fine. So we'll use the fabricator, and you can see we can make some titanium. Make loads of titanium quite easy because we've got the metal salvage, and you turn the metal salvage, which is a 4 block in your inventory, into 2. Actually, no, does it turn into just 4? Oh, it turns into 4 titanium, so we've got loads of titanium, and that's very, very good. So we'll just continue making that, get that used up, and then we'll see. What have we got? Deployables, we have a waterproof locker, we have our mobile vehicle bay is known, but the ingredients are not, same as the beacon and the grav trap. In terms of personal, we've got flares that we haven't made, we've got habitat builder, so we can start to make a habitat, actually. That's useful, but we haven't got a laser cutter, nor have we got a pathfinder tool or air bladder. Don't think we need either of those. We have not got a rebreather. We need a wiring kit and a fiber mesh, and we'll just check to see what you need for that. So the rebreather was fiber mesh, which is 2 of those creepvine samples, very easy to do, and the other part was for the rebreather a wiring kit, which is silver arm. We've got 1 of them. Okay, so that should be not too bad at all. Problem, as you can see, is that I've got no way to store any of this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just turn that titanium into that, and there we go, and we will make, I think, a couple of waterproof lockers so we can store stuff outside, although to be fair, they're not very big, but you know, at least some of it's better than nothing. And there we go. Right, so we'll jump back down into the water. And it doesn't really matter where we put them, they'll just float. So we'll just sort of left click, and there we go, and we'll put another one next to it. You can rename them on the top, so you can change the name, but we're not going to bother. We're just going to use this to pretty much dump all of our resources in here, because we don't want to be carrying these when we're heading off to new territory. Take the knife, probably get rid of the fire extinguisher, although now we'll keep all of it, we might as well. We're going to reorganize the bar as well, so we're going to have the sea glide, then the scanner, then the knife, then the repair tool, and then whatever we have there. Okay, so that is just about right. What I'm going to do before we head off again, because we're going to go over to the other site, is pick up that. The reason I'm picking that up is because even though I've got full health, it does regenerate as you keep playing. So it's just going to start making more and more and more, which is something I definitely want. There's no need to have it sit full. So obviously still going around. Standard stuff, scanning things if need be. Not going to pick up any of the debris, to be honest with you. Not around here. Is that something we've scanned before? I think we have scanned it before. Yes, we can. Yeah, we have. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering if you can go in these, then yes, you can. You can actually go in there. That looks bad. Uh-oh, run away. Don't like them. There we go. And it went boom. It always likes hiding in there, so I'm going to go back. Get the limestone and the cave sulfur as well. So yeah, you can go inside these caves. Very easy to get lost actually inside some of these, but we'll pick up the quartz. Used to make glass. There's also something that said we could scan, which is this nettle. There we go. That's fine. So it's still in the shallows, although it could still be a bit naughty as well. I'm having a look around as well, and I'm not recognizing the location. Get some air bubbles here. Always reminds me of Sonic for some reason. And then we'll head. Wow, that's a big. That is a very, 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 very big lump of coral. It's really cool, actually. There we go. Might as well pick all of this up while we're here. Lots of quartz. We want for nothing when it comes to quartz, that's for sure. And copper as well is quite good. My question is, do I keep picking up the quartz? Well, I might as well. Copper is the main one though. Copper seems to be rarer than gold. And that's some creature eggs, which I will not be bothering with for the time being. There you go. Okay. I've never seen a cave quite like this. It's very interesting. Okay. And one here. Right. So, we'll head over here. Probably have to go get some oxygen. And the question is, if it's in the shallows, it should be quite easy to be rescued. So, the big question is, where are the survivors? It is very shallow as well, isn't it? There's a sea glide fragment, which obviously we already have, but we might as well have a scan. So this is life pod 3. And there's a PDA. And there's also something in here. This is a blueprint. It's a compass. Useful. I'm not seeing anything else in here. Nope, nothing at all. So, anything around here I should be aware of? What's in here? Ah, that is something. Vehicle bay fragment. That's what I wanted to see. We need one more, and we can build a vehicle bay. Question is it around here? If it is around here, where the hell is it? Realistically, probably best. Yeah, see, it's just metal salvage. We're best looking for a wreck. Also getting dangerously far away, nearly a kilometre away from our original destination. Okay, so we're going to go back to the. Gonna go back to our home. Actually, I was about to say we'll take a bit of a detour.
Survivor, you have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Really was it?
Vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
So we found bits of wreck here. And beacon fragments. That should be us. Sea glide fragments. We'll be almost full now. I was going to say we'd take a bit of a detour, but the problem is that my sea glide's only got 10% power. Yes, it can run out. We can run out of power. It's not a big issue at the moment. We can get back, but I think it's probably best we do take not exactly a direct route, but we'll take a bit of. We'll just veer off course a little bit, just so we can get more ground covered and find more things. That's something that's worthy of a scan, I would assume, or at least something around here will be. Just looking in all these crates. Nope, nope, another sea glide. No mobile vehicle bay yet though, and there's a lot of those things. And gas pods around. And it looks like we've got a grav trap as well. This grav trap, it's very good in the survival mode. In this mode, practically useless because all it does is gather fish together. And obviously we don't really care because we're not trying to catch the fish. Good for scanning, I guess. But not really for out else. So, looks like we found another thing around here that requires scan. What's that there? It's another sea glide fragment. We're going to be full of, yeah, inventory full. And we can't even pick up any more stuff, which is interesting. Wow, that's lots of resources, just nothing to spend them on. Okay. Well, what we'll do, we'll have another cursory swimmer boot and See what we can scan. There's another grav trap. I'm not even going to bother scanning it because, quite honestly, we can't get what it's going to give anywhere. Nothing in there. Still looking for this mobile vehicle bit, which is a bit of a shame that I haven't got that earlier. There's no internal part. No, it's all just a bit of debris there. Not seeing anything else around. Although we can, for funsies, go wee straight through there, which has the light on for some reason. I didn't notice that previously. Okay, so we'll head back. And we're probably going to get there just as this runs out of power. There we go. It's out of power. That's not great. We can use this, actually. It does push you. I'm just not entirely convinced. That's a great idea. We can, if we want to, switch out our power source. It is possible. But I think for the time being, we will hold off on that. So, what I'm going to do, get back, see what we can build, but overall, good exploration. 2 pods visited, lots of things scanned. In terms of stuff we can make, you can see we've now got a compass, which is copper wire and wiring kit, so we can make the copper wire no problem at all there. In terms of wiring kit, probably a little bit more difficult because we don't have 2 silver ore unless it's in here.
Radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state.
What?
Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
That's not good. So I think we'll leave it there. Apparently that's not in too good a state. So next episode, need to make a compass so we know where we're travelling, which is always useful. We will crack on and we'll make some beacons as well, I think, because beacons are always useful. Make a couple of those now. But overall, productive episode, I think, and hopefully next episode we can get a mobile vehicle assembly, a mobile vehicle bay, and then crack on with other things like the habitat builder and stuff like that. So that's the overall objective. Let's see how far we get with it. We also need another battery, which will require silicone rubber and other things as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.